Make sure to subscribe and press the notification bell to remain ahead of the competition. This is your go-to channel for the quickest updates in Formula One. We have 3 exciting stories for you. Let's get started. Even though Sergio Perez left the Formula One grid after the 2024 season, new indications indicate that his career in the sport is far from done. A recent comment made by none other than Mexican tycoon Carlos Slim has fueled rising rumors that Perez will return. Slim, who has long supported Perez throughout his Formula One career, including when he was with Red Bull, has now officially stated that Checo will return to the sport in 2026 since Perez left Red Bull. The driver has been without a seat for the 2025 season, which has sparked a lot of conjecture regarding his future. Various rumors have linked him to several teams, including Cadillac and Alpine, though nothing had been confirmed until now. According to Slim, Perez not only has offers on the table, but is actively weighing his options. He emphasized that the decision lies entirely in the hands of the driver, but from his point of view there is no doubt Sergio Perez will be back on the grid in 2026. One of the most likely destinations for Perez is Cadillac, which is preparing to enter Formula One. As the 11th team on the grid, Cadillac has made it clear that they want to start strong by pairing their debut with a seasoned, well-established driver, someone who can bring immediate experience and credibility to the project. Perez fits that profile perfectly. Not only does he bring more than a decade of F1 experience, but he also has proven racecraft, podiums, and victories to his name, including a stint as Max Verstappen's teammate at Red Bull. If Slim's statements are accurate, and given his past involvement with Perez, there's good reason to believe they are, then it's just a matter of time before an official announcement is made. According to Slim, the 2026 return is already a certainty. What remains to be seen is which team will finalize the deal, and whether Cadillac will succeed in securing Perez as their anchor driver for their inaugural season. From a sporting perspective, a return to F1 in 2026 could be a strategic move. For Perez, the 2026 season will also usher in a new era of power unit regulations, aimed at making the sport more sustainable and electrified. For new teams like Cadillac, these regulatory changes offer a more level playing field, pairing technical innovation with the stability of an experienced driver could be the formula they need to be competitive from the outset. There's also the question of Perez's motivation after spending a year off the grid. Many wonder what kind of performance we can expect from him, but if history is any indicator, Perez has always been a driver who thrives under pressure and adapts quickly to new environments. A comeback in 2026 could serve as a revitalizing chapter in his career, a chance to lead a new project, mentor a rookie teammate, or even contend in the midfield battles with a fresh outlook. Of course, Slim's confirmation does raise new questions. If Perez is returning, does that mean Cadillac already has its driver lineup quietly locked in? Will the team pair him with a young American driver to appeal to the North American fan base, or opt for another experienced racer to double down on consistency? It's evident that Perez still commands attention, and any team that signs him will be getting not just a capable driver, but also a global fan base and a strong commercial asset. Fans have responded to this on social media in a variety of ways. Some are excited to see Perez back on the grid, especially as part of a new and ambitious project, while others are skeptical, wondering if he still has what it takes to perform at the highest level after a year away from racing. Recent performances by Aston Martin indicate that the team has finally found its footing again after a string of disappointing races. After much-needed upgrades, their car is clearly improving. And Fernando Alonso has returned, more regularly placing in the top 10. The veteran Spaniard has regained some of the confidence that characterized his early season form, and it's evident not only in his driving but also in his demeanor off the track. The story didn't end there, though. After the race, the two renewed the bet, with Alonso confidently doubling down on his odds. The journalist, who was obviously skeptical, joked that they could keep the bet going until Alonso retires. One particularly enjoyable moment occurred during the Canadian Grand Prix weekend. A journalist was interviewing Alonso, and the terms were that if Alonso finished on the podium, the journalist would have to grow a mustache, just like the one Alonso sports these days. Alonso, however, had something else in mind. He proposed a clear deadline. The bet now runs until the Dutch Grand Prix, and according to Alonso, if there's any race where he truly believes he can return to the podium, it's the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. Alonso admitted that Aston Martin still doesn't have a podium-capable car at the moment, but he's hopeful that the team's current development trajectory will put them back in the fight in the next few rounds. It's a bold prediction, some would say too bold, given how strong the competition has been from Red Bull, McLaren, and Mercedes, but Alonso has never been one to back down from a challenge. The coming races, especially in Silverstone and Zandvoort, will be critical for Aston Martin if their upgrades continue to deliver results. It's not unthinkable that Alonso could sneak back in a podium contention, especially in mixed weather conditions or on a track that suits the Armour 25 chassis. Whether it happens or not, the playful bet has added a bit of personality and humor to the Paddock, a refreshing reminder that amidst all the pressure, Formula One still has room for fun. Now let us know what you think. Will Alonso make good on his bet and climb back onto the podium in the next 5 races, or is this another case of overconfidence from the two-time world champion? Share your predictions in the comments below and stay tuned, because if Fernando does pull it off, we might just witness one of the most stylish podium celebrations in recent memory. George Russell is currently experiencing what many consider the best season of his Formula One career, with consistent performances, a Grand Prix victory, and multiple podium finishes. He has not only matched, but often surpassed expectations, especially now that he has taken over as the de facto team leader at Mercedes, following Lewis Hamilton's confirmed move to Ferrari for 2025. And yet, despite this momentum and his elevated status within the team, Russell's contract with Mercedes has not been renewed beyond 2025. This has raised eyebrows in the F1 paddock and among fans alike, given his solid track record this season and the fact that he has stepped up admirably to fill the leadership vacuum left by Hamilton. Many assumed Russell's contract renewal would be a mere formality. After all, he has shown loyalty to the team, delivered results, and emerged as a calm and composed figure, even in high-pressure situations. However, the delay in negotiations has little to do with Russell's performance and much more to do with the uncertainty surrounding another major name in Formula One, Max Verstappen. It is no secret that Mercedes has long admired Verstappen, according to sources within the paddock. The Dutch driver has a release clause in his Red Bull contract that could potentially be activated during the summer break in August, while Red Bull remains the dominant force on the grid. Recent internal conflicts and leadership tensions could open a window, however small, for Verstappen to seek a new challenge. Mercedes, aware of this possibility, appears to be keeping that door slightly ajar, holding back finalizing Russell's contract just in case Verstappen becomes available. Russell himself seems unfazed by the delay. In interviews, he has reiterated his desire to stay with Mercedes and has acknowledged that any team would prioritize a driver like Verstappen if the opportunity arose. Still, he has made it clear that his loyalty lies with the Silver Arrows, the team that gave him his breakthrough in Formula One. According to Russell, he is not currently engaged in discussions with any other teams, even though rumors suggest that squads like Aston Martin and McLaren have shown interest. Teams further down the pecking order, such as Alpine, are reportedly not under consideration by Russell at all. Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff has also tried to temper speculation. He recently stated that there is no internal political agenda and that negotiations with Russell will be handled respectfully and with the attention they deserve. Historically, Mercedes tends to address driver contracts in the second half of the season, which could explain the current timeline. Nonetheless, sources close to the team suggest that an announcement regarding Russell's renewal could come as early as the British Grand Prix in July. The team's current lineup appears to be functioning well, especially after their performance in Canada, where both Russell and rookie teammate Andrea Antonelli finished on the podium. It marked the first time the pair shared the rostrum, further reinforcing the notion that Mercedes might already have a strong driver pairing for the future. Russell himself alluded to this after the race, remarking that if something is working, there might be no reason to change it. Still, the allure of signing Verstappen, arguably the most dominant driver of the current era, could prove too tempting for any top team to ignore. Mercedes finds itself at a crossroads: double down on the promising stability offered by Russell and Antonelli, or hold out a bit longer in hopes that Verstappen's situation at Red Bull takes a dramatic turn. The next few weeks will be crucial. If Mercedes waits until August, they could risk creating tension or uncertainty within the team, but should Verstappen remain committed to Red Bull, it's almost certain that Mercedes will move quickly to secure Russell's future. With a multi-year deal until then, the Formula One world will be watching and speculating. Now the question turns to the fans and F1 insiders: does George Russell deserve an immediate contract renewal, or is Mercedes right to keep its options open in case Verstappen becomes available?